Hey fellow revolutionaries, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Nex Revolution, Episode 13, Appeasing the Giant. So here is what my general plan for this stream will be. It will be building up more of a nest egg to continue colonizing, because if we're going to fight the hegemony, we're going to need the support of a lot of colonies, and their industries, and their militaries, etc., etc. Essentially, for me to run a fleet that can rival a hegemony fleet, I need to be able to pay out the nose for all of the fleet support, fuel, supplies, crew, etc. It's all very expensive, and it requires a significant planetary infrastructure with a healthy economy in order to do that. I'm also planning on trying to stay off of the hegemony's radar. So there's two ways to go forward. The stupid way, which is to slap all of the AI cores into everything and have hegemony smush me and I die and the series ends. Or for me to slowly grow and become a threat to the hegemony that they don't realize is necessarily a threat until I'm in a position with the military and economy to slap all those AI cores in, ramp everything up to 11, and fight the hegemony. And that's my plan. My plan is to do it smart, do it slow, do it stealthy. I am not, however, going to gamify it where I change my faction's ideology to match the hegemony to keep them happy. But what I might end up doing is running enough missions for them to stay off their bad side. Because I think as soon as they become hostile with us, they're just gonna take our planet, right? That's what they're gonna do. So we have to walk a balancing beam in how nice we are to them and how careful we are about revealing our true intentions. So Altbari is where we currently have a colony. It's not to say that I can't go ahead and colonize. Oh, hey, look at that. The Ludic Church took the world. Oh no, that's not the world I was looking at. That's not to say I can't colonize other worlds. So I would like to get Vortex turning a profit so that I can support my fleets, so that the money I make can be reinvested. Essentially, I want to colonize a whole bunch of worlds and ramp them up non-militarily, because as soon as you start adding military to these worlds, it becomes very expensive to upkeep. You know, as soon as you have big fleets and everything. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that all of the colonies that I'm currently running are running efficiently. And soon it will be time to get rid of the tech mining, because it costs money to upkeep and it doesn't really make money, and replace it with something that actually makes money. Can other factions benefit from the shunt? I don't know. I don't know how other factions use colony items. I know the nanoforges matter, and that the fusion lamp only for content matters, and that's all I know. Alright, so let's actually, as strange as it is, do some hegemony missions so that we can stay off of their radar. But this is the last Persian League world. We wanted to see for ourselves how it has been holding out and why it has not gone. But I do think that because in Nexerelin, the other colonies will the other factions rather will colonize. Any worlds that look half decent are worlds I should jump at quickly to colonize, because if I don't, they could be taken over by enemies, or other factions I should say. They're not necessarily enemies yet, and I lose the opportunity. So that's why I want to do a big colonizing push. Will the random loss gain strategy undermine any? I don't know. I mean, you're asking things I can't know, whether or not there will be random reputation changes. How could I answer that? What I can do is to do enough hegemony missions to try to get them away from hostility, open hostilities. Right now, we're neutral. And that's my plan. So currently, I'm going to ignore the captive cores for a bit, as well as the tech cache, and just focus on running core missions for money so that I can take that money and buy the supplies for colonies. I also might want to pare down my fleet a little bit so that I'm running bare minimum, again, to reduce costs, because my monthly expenses should be as low as possible. Taking a look at Vortex. Vortex managed to get metals, fuel, and supplies. I think I'm going to allow the tech mining 1 more month, and that's it. Have you considered invading one of the losing factions? No. It would be hypothetically possible to gain the Marines in order to invade. Well, when you say losing factions, it's really just one Persean League world. Let's be honest. There's just not a lot of... When we're talking about factions, there is the Golden Federation, which is Hegemony, Church, Diktat, and I can't invade any of those worlds without all of them turning on me. And then there's the Persean League, who have literally 1 planet left, and I'm not interested in being the faction that kills the last planet of the Persean League. There's other reasons why as well. Other factions can still come back. So, like, let's say I colonize this little volcanic world. I can gift it to Tritac or Persean League. I can make them have new planets, and the advantage to doing that is if they're friendly with me, I have now opened up trade markets. So if I colonize worlds that are, let's say, going to have really high food need, and I have a lot of breadbasket worlds that produce a lot of food, I can gift those high food need worlds to potential future trade partners and make a lot of money off of it, because they're going to need to buy my food. So it doesn't really make sense for me to backstab Persean League. That's a very short-term victory, failing to look at the long-term goals of this series. I hope that makes sense. Because what I see going forward in the far future is I will likely be hostile with the Luddic Church and Hegemony. I don't really see a way to... definitely Hegemony, I mean, is the goal of the series, and I don't think the Luddic Church is going to go quietly either when I go full AI core. So, I'm looking to have future trade partners, because without trade partners, you're really not making money anymore. Rampart and Berserkers? That might be a little much for this fleet. So let's keep running missions. There's no gate here, so we'll hop out. We got that. There's another domain era probe that Hedge wants us to survey. So yeah, I am, of course, hoping that the random chance events don't absolutely screw me and make me hostile with Hegemony, despite my best efforts to stay on their good side. I can't know the unknowable, but what I can do is I can run the missions that are offered just to keep us above water. Oh, wow, that was easy. Oh, and there also seems to be... okay, this I can fight. There seems to be arid or desert worlds here as well. Yeah, I could invade the Pathers, absolutely. With that said, I don't have the economy to support a fleet, and without a fleet, I can't invade anything. Oops, I didn't mean to burn out. or overdrive. So my current goal remains the same, which is to build up an economy that can support a fleet. Because a fleet with no economy is bankruptcy. And there isn't like a magical way to prevent bankruptcy if you have an invasion fleet and no way to pay the bills. I've been there and done that in my last piracy series, and it's like not fun to be in debt and bankrupt for like months on end where you can barely buy supplies or food, and all you have to do is eke out like economy missions. It's a horrible situation to be in, and not one I'm going to put myself in. Hey Wolf, can you like bring him up here? Okay, he's turned it around. A gamma core, ultra-rich ore deposit location, some supplies, and a derelict ship. Alright, so this is a Tesh. Oh, I already know about Tesh. Oh no, that's probably the derelict world that I just got. Or not the derelict world, the high-rich resources world. I don't know why I have partial data here. But I'm missing 10 crew to do a survey, but it's yet another hot and extreme weather world. And this one is a terrible little planet. I would want to come back for Tesh to do the survey, because it has ruins. So I should pick up a little bit more crew next time I'm in the core. Alright, let's see. Last mission is a survey ship. I have plenty of fuel, so let's go out there. It'd also be nice to get, because I don't have knowledge of any gates in the northwest other than Netter over here. It'd be great if I could find a gate, like, way up in the north. Because if we're running these, like, survey and probe missions, derelict ships, etc., having all of the known gates available to us so that we can slip surge, slipstream, and gate around makes running these missions way easier. So it's about to be the end of the month. There it is. Production reports. Oh, this time I had a gamma core. I'll let it go for one more month. If it's pulling gamma cores out of the tech to mining, I'm going to leave it alone for now. I was going to change the tech mining, but results are results, right? Oh, wow, it's not even this survey ship? And we just found the location of a mothership, which is awesome. Ruins are here. Blueprints I already know. Alright, what is our faction relation now? So, Hedge is suspicious. It's gone up, which is good. Staying on its good side is definitely best for our longevity. Garbage in that ruin? That's okay. I didn't mean to enter that fight. This will be a little sketchy. I quick clicked and jumped in this fight that I didn't want to be in, and that's not going to be fun. Oh, also Icarus, sorry for the late cheers, but cheers. How much will distance to vortex for new planets matter? It depends on where they are, but most of the trade is done between core worlds because the player has access to finite fleets, So a lot of the trade that you end up doing is when core worlds send caravans to you. I wonder if I can eke out a victory here. Alright, this squall suppressor, or pylum, whatever they are, needs to die. Alright, I knocked the squall out. We're doing way better than I thought we would. But yeah, I did not mean to fight multiple ramparts. No, overloaded! Oh, and it's burn driving. Come on, Shrike. Do it, do it, do it. Wow, that was a short overload. Nice. Healing blow. Okay. So now we have 2 ramparts left, a sentry drone, and a defender class. I'll go after the ramparts. I have no idea how my own ships have not blown up. I think the killing power of derelict ships is rather low, but it's not 0. But my Medusa and Wolf and all that have been doing a really good job of not dying, which is props to them. Alright, Medusa, keep getting its attention. I'm breaking the armor here. I'll be through in a minute. Maybe I can knock the engines out. That'd be helpful. Flame out. Yep, engines are gone. So it is a duck that is sitting. The thing is, I have a lot of like harasser ships which have long-range beams, and they move faster than large ships, so that I can like kind of dance around the enemy and be annoying, which is great when you have a small fleet that's cheap to field but want to take on big lumbering idiots like this ship. Because I barely have the firepower to destroy it, but I do technically have the firepower to destroy it. So now we're down to 1 rampart. Yeah, these ships have armor up the butt. And then also the captains have, like, impact mitigation, which makes it worse. And the impact mitigation, I think, is elite version. Yeah, it's elite version, so much worse. But if you consider this, if we can get the ship to shoot at all of our little guys, and then just keep swapping out for flux, a lot of fights come down to like flux versus capacity and dissipation versus capacity and dissipation. Because as long as your shields are up, and of course these are remnant ships without, or derelict ships without shields, but as long as your shields are up, you don't get destroyed. So it's like your flux, capacity, and dissipation versus the enemies, and whoever gives out first loses. And when you have multiple ships that can keep swapping, like I've been swapping, you end up with multiple flux pools, meaning that the enemy can't catch up. And we didn't even have any losses, which is incredible, because that was a pretty big fight, and 3 gamma cores. That's kind of nice. And a beta core. I'm just about... I actually just exceeded the, oops. My carry capacity, but that's okay. I'll pick up the things that are worth more. And 2 of the worlds already had ruins, so I'm just definitely going to check that. Yeah, the 3rd has ruins. Not a surprise there. Alright, domestic goods are going to be better than organics or metals. Stochastic Turtle, thank you for the bits. Oh, the Sunder? My favorite ship? Yeah. Well, it's... I guess I use it a lot because it can be effective in the player's hands. But there's a lot of ships I really like. Yeah, we could do it. I don't love fighting in a Corona. At least this fight will be easier than killing those ramparts or whatever they were. Berserkers are not tanky. Or yeah, Berserker and Bastillions. You couldn't think of the name, you could only think of Glass Cannon? Alright, where are my teammates? You're out there. You're fighting one... Okay. I'm on my own for a bit. I wonder if I could... Zero flux, fly away. Yeah. Put some distance between me and the Berserker, and then take out the small ones while the Berserker catches up. That's another thing is, like, ship speed is often life or death as well. Because if you need to run away or disengage and you can't because you're slower, oh my god, this is annoying. Hey, Leamington, thank you for the gifted subs. Oh, that's a bad overload. Wolf! Okay, that's okay. I'm just disabled. I'll keep fighting this one out. I'm gonna take over the Medusa. And hopefully not get between both of the remaining Berserkers. We'll recover the Sunder at the end. Gravity beams are not so great against enemies without shields. I disagree. They increase the damage that you deal. You might be referring to pre-.97 patches, but now, if you're grav beamings, you increase the damage that other weapons do. It's one of the strongest lasers you can install as a result. And Dave, thank you for the resub. Okay, Sunder got some compromised armor. That's fine. 2 gamma cores. Okay. I am completely full. Let's get away from that Corona. Tired of getting zapped. Yeah. Let's get back to core. I didn't find any gates up this way, but that's fine. I'm not going to go hopping around for it. I was just hoping to find one. So now, the Hedge is only -17. So even if we get a bunch of negative diplomacy things happening, it should be fine. I've buffered it a bit, unless it's like horrible bad luck back to back to back. Which, you know, with my luck, probably gonna happen. What's going on with the Hedge? They keep raiding something and then retreating before the action? I wonder what's going on there. Do you always get to recover? No, it's chance. So when my ship got blown up, it was disabled, not destroyed. If it was destroyed, the chance of me losing it would be far greater. There is some talent points that you can take to increase the chance that your ships get disabled, not destroyed. This one is... Where is it? So hull restoration makes it so that all of your ships are almost always recoverable if lost in combat. So that if you're in the habit of losing a lot of ships, hull restoration is an amazing one to have. I got lucky there, but the thing is, it's just a Sunder. I can buy another one. Sunders aren't super special in that way. Alright, let's see. I have a bunch of domestic goods. There is not really a shortage anywhere. I could go to Alexiar and go to Hargor and Alexiar Habitat. Where's Alexiar? Oh my god, they own everything. It's ridiculous. Kant always needs domestic goods? Maybe. Didn't show that that was true this time around. Oh, Persian League needs them badly. Let's go to Persian League real quick. They're the last word. I mean, I could have assumed that because they're the last holdout. And being that it's their last planet, they're probably subject to trade embargoes and blockades and general horribleness. I have no idea how they're alive. Well, sorry to black market. Oops. Black market this, but I want to make money more than I want you alive, so sorry. I'll sell them the server data as well. Actually, I don't want to pick up that many supplies. Okay. That looks good. We wanted to... Actually, I think I might have crew over in my homeworld. So I'm not going to buy that. Other missions that are available. Gas Giant at Alpha Frey. I don't have any gates near Alpha Frey. But I wouldn't mind necessarily going out there. I don't have any gates near there either. I'm going to check in on my planet. And then get back to work. I'm going to swing by, maybe change the fleet around a little bit. And then... and then redeploy. Alright, production reports. Question for you all. Is it time to change tech mining? And before you vote on that, I can go back to my home planet. Well, I won't put up the poll yet. I'll go to the home planet and see if it says whether it's exhausted or not, because it will actually just tell you if the ruins are exhausted. Hey, Glitch, thank you for the bits. Am I dropping frames? No, I don't have a single drop frame so far on my end. I could see if there's a derelicts at the Tritac home system, or really any of the core. I can pull for that. I'll do that in a minute. Yeah, what's the church doing here? Get rid of these cores, because we don't want picket scans to be like, hey, you breaking the law. Yeah, so I had a lot of crew here in storage, which is why I didn't buy crew when I was out, because why pay for something you already own? That's foolish, and I don't want to be no fool. So 530 gives us a little bit of buffer in case we lose crew in a battle. We still have plenty of crew to stay afloat. This fleet has actually been pretty good, so I won't put it away. It has been proven to be fairly effective in some basic combat situations. Alright, so Vortex. Where does it say about tech mining? Oh, up here, I think. No. I think you have to destroy it. Oh, these ruins have been stripped of easy pickings, but more difficult areas remain filled with promise. Got it. So, is it time to change? We've picked through the easy stuff. We can leave it if you want. Additionally, I am 68% grown, growing at 7%. So sooner or later, we're going to get another industry anyway. And it also might make sense to pause a minute and use the 500,000 that I have to potentially colonize another world. I can pull on that as well. I would probably not want to colonize a military world, meaning a hot world, but rather another red basket or mining world that is low hazard, so that I can keep the credits rolling in. Okay, there's no missions here. It looks like the tech mining will remain. Should I colonize another low hazard world or keep running core missions investing in Vortex? So because I'm not on anyone's bad side, Vortex doesn't really need like a good defense or anything like that. So I don't really need to worry too much about that. I'm gonna run these over to Kanta, because, you know, I kind of caused a shortage, and I'm gonna take advantage of that. Probably don't need that many well, I'll take some of the transphotonics. Quite a lot of it, but leaving quite a lot of it behind. Okay. Looks like you guys want me to potentially colonize another. Got it. So I'll have you pull on whether or not I should search for something unknown to me or colonize something known. I'll give you one more minute to run this poll anyway. And yeah, I will definitely tell you what is currently known, and its proximity to Vortex and the Core, which are the two proximities that matter the most. 100% Kadath, it will be an informed vote. Tons of Hedge missions just come along, but it looks like we're going to do something else for now. Weird that everything is orange. It bothers me. Nothing I can do about that right now. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Nex Revolution, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 9th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. And if you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow revolutionaries.